I, 29 male, got the ultimatum 3 weeks ago. My girlfriend Zoe, 27, sat me down after dinner with this serious expression like she was about to tell me someone died. We need to talk about your friends. I knew this was coming. For the past year, she'd been making little comments. Nothing huge at first. Just stuff like, do you really need to go to trivia night every Tuesday? Or grown men playing board games is kind of weird, don't you think? But that night, she went all in. They're losers, Ethan. Every single one of them. Jasper works at a comic book store at 31. Dominic still lives with his parents. And don't even get me started on Trevor and his music career that's just him playing guitar at open mics. I stayed quiet, letting her rant. You're almost 30. You have a real job, a real future. They're dragging you down. I'm tired of pretending they're girlfriends of my friends when half of them work retail or are artists or whatever. It's embarrassing. What are you saying exactly? She crossed her arms. It's them or me. I'm done competing with a bunch of man-children for your attention. Choose. I looked at her for a long moment. These are guys I'd known since middle school. We'd been through everything together. Jasper helped me when my dad died. Dominic literally gave me a kidney. Well, offered to when we thought I might need one. Trevor talked me off a ledge when my ex cheated 4 years ago. Message received, I said. She smiled, thinking she'd won. So you'll tell them this week? I'll handle it. She kissed me and went to bed happy. I stayed up thinking about Margot. See, here's what Zoe didn't know. Margot, Jasper's younger sister, had been my friend even longer than the guys. We dated briefly in high school, stayed friends after, and she'd become part of our group. Smart, funny, worked as a veterinarian. The kind of person who'd drop everything to help a stranger. We've been getting closer lately, nothing inappropriate, just closer. The annual barbecue was that weekend. Same crew for 11 years running. Zoe had already said she wasn't going. I have that wine tasting with the girls from work. You know, people with actual careers. Perfect. That Thursday, I did 3 things. 1. Bought a ring. Nothing crazy, just a simple silver band with a small sapphire. Margot always said diamonds were overrated. 2. Talked to Jasper. He laughed so hard he nearly passed out. 3. Packed my stuff. Saturday came. The barbecue was at Dominic's parents' place. Yeah, the one where he embarrassingly still lives while saving for a house and taking care of his mom with a mess. About 30 people there. The core group plus their partners, families, few others. I stood up during dinner, clinked my beer bottle. Got something to say. Everyone quieted down. Someone recently told me I needed to choose between them and all of you. Said you were losers holding me back. Some uncomfortable shifting. They'd all noticed Zoe's absence. But here's the thing. Jasper, you manage that comic shop. Yeah, but you also donate half your salary to the children's literacy program you started. Dominic, you live with your parents while being their full-time caregiver and still working nights to pay their mortgage. Trevor, your failed music career. You play for free at nursing homes and veteran centers every weekend. I turn to Margot. And you've been my best friend for 17 years. You've seen me at my worst, and somehow still think I'm worth your time. Got down on one knee. The backyard went silent. This isn't some rebound or spite thing. I've loved you since junior year when you punched Bradley Hoffman for calling me gay. I was just too stupid to see it, then too scared to risk our friendship. But someone made me realize I've been choosing the wrong people. So, Margot Reeves, will you marry me? She said yes. The place erupted. My phone started buzzing around 8 p.m. Ignored it. By 10 p.m., when Margot and I finally checked, I had 63 missed calls from Zoe and a novel of texts. The highlights. Where are you? Bethany saw you on Riley's Instagram story. Is that a ring? What the hell? You can't be serious. This is illegal. We live together. Answer your phone. I'm coming home right now. I texted back. Moved out Thursday. Keys on the counter. We're done. Then I turned off my phone and spent the rest of the night celebrating with people who actually mattered. Update 1. Holy hell, didn't expect this to blow up. Let me clear some things up and tell you what happened next. First, yes, I've been in love with Margot for years. No, I didn't propose out of spite. The ultimatum just made me realize I was with the wrong person. So Sunday morning, Zoe showed up at Dominic's parents' house. At 7 a.m., screaming. His dad, bless him, just stood there in his boxers drinking coffee while she ranted about theft and emotional assault and how she was going to ruin all of us. "Ma'am, this is private property. Please leave," he said, calm as anything. "I want my boyfriend back." "Which one? The one who proposed to someone else, or the one you called a loser?" She started crying. Not sad tears, rage tears. "Where is he?" "I know he's here. He left an hour ago. Went to breakfast with his fiancée." That's when she lost it completely. Started throwing lawn decorations. Dominic's mom, from her wheelchair, rolled out and just started filming. "For the restraining order," she said loudly. Zoe left after threatening to call the cops, sue everyone, and destroy our lives. Monday was even better. I get to work, and HR calls me in. Zoe had called them claiming I was emotionally unstable and abandoning shared responsibilities. Here's the thing. I work in IT for a mid-sized company. Very casual environment. My boss, Jerome, was actually at the barbecue, Trevor's older brother. "So," Jerome says, try not to laugh, "your ex-girlfriend called to inform us you're having a mental breakdown." Apparently. The breakdown where you proposed to Margot, who I've been telling you to date for literally 5 years. That's the one. Cool. Congrats, by the way. HR wants you to file a report about the harassment, just in case she escalates. But Zoe wasn't done. Oh no. She called Margot's clinic. Called her workplace. Told them Margot was mentally unstable and shouldn't be allowed near animals. The receptionist who answered? Dominic's girlfriend, Luna. She put Zoe on speaker for the whole office to hear. "She's stealing my life." Zoe sobbed. "She planned this. She's been trying to break us up." Dr. Garrison, the clinic owner, took the phone. "Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to stop calling. This is harassment. I'll sue. I'll leave reviews. And we'll forward everything to our legal team. Have a nice day." But the peak came Tuesday night. Zoe's mom, Helen, called me. Now, Helen's always been nice to me, so I answered. "Ethan, honey, what happened?" "Zoe saying you had some kind of breakdown and proposed to a stranger." "Helen, I proposed to someone I've known for 17 years. Your daughter gave me an ultimatum to choose between her and my friends." Long pause. "She did what?" I explained everything. The comments, the insults, the ultimatum. That little. I told her those boys were good people. "I met them at your birthday. That sweet one, Dominic. He helped me carry groceries to my car. And she called them losers. Among other things. Let me guess. She thought she could do better? Though you were her project? Something like that." Helen sighed. "Her father did the same thing to me. Made me choose between him and my sister. I chose him. Biggest regret of my life. You did the right thing, honey. I'll handle Zoe." I don't know what Helen said, but Zoe's harassment stopped for exactly 24 hours. Then Wednesday happened. Update 2. So Wednesday, I thought things were calming down. Helen had apparently read Zoe the riot act, and I hadn't heard anything for a full day. I should have known better. Wednesday afternoon, I'm at work when I get a call from my landlord. Not the apartment I'd shared with Zoe. I'd already handled that. This was about the new place I'd just signed a lease for. "Mr. Garrett, I'm calling about your application withdrawal." "My what?" "Your girlfriend called to withdraw your application. Said you were reconciling." My blood went cold. I didn't withdraw anything. She said, oh no, she had all your information. Turns out Zoe had called pretending to be me. She knew my SSN, birthday, etc. from when we'd applied for our place together, and tried to cancel my new lease. Luckily, the landlord felt something was off and called to confirm. "Yeah, that's fraud," he said. "I'll need you to file a police report if you want to move forward with the lease." So I did. Filed a report for identity theft and fraud. The officer taking the report just kept shaking his head. "Your ex did this because you got engaged to someone else. Because I chose my friends over her, then got engaged to someone else. Sir, you need a restraining order." But Zoe wasn't done. Thursday morning, Margot woke up to find her car keyed. Deep scratches spelling out WH*RE on the driver's side. Her neighbor's security camera caught someone in a hoodie, but couldn't make out the face. That afternoon, every single one of my friends got a Facebook message from a fake account with screenshots of supposed conversations between me and Zoe where I admitted to cheating with Margot for months. The Photoshop job was honestly pathetic. Fonts didn't even match. Jasper responded to the fake account. Damn, Ethan figured out time travel? These screenshots are dated from when he and Zoe were broken up for 2 months last year. Wild. Yeah, forgot to mention, Zoe and I had broken up briefly last year when she cheated with a coworker. I took her back like an idiot. She conveniently forgot that detail in her fake evidence. Friday was when she made her biggest mistake. See, Zoe worked at a marketing firm. Pretty prestigious. The kind of place where image matters. She'd been there 2 years, was gunning for a promotion. She used her work email to send a mass message to everyone in mine and Margot's contact lists. Our friends, families, co-workers, everyone. The subject line, the truth about Ethan and Margot. It was unhinged. Accusations of abuse, cheating, theft. Said I'd stolen $10,000 from her. We never had shared finances. Said Margot had been harassing her for years. Claimed we were drug addicts. Just absolutely insane stuff. One problem, she sent it to Margot's uncle, who's a lawyer. A lawyer who specifically handles defamation cases. He called Margot within 5 minutes. Did your boyfriend's ex just send this from her corporate email? Yeah. Christmas came early. Forward me everything. But the best part? She'd also sent it to her own company's CEO. He was in my contact list from when I'd done IT consulting for them last year. By noon, Zoe was fired. Not just fired, escorted out by security. Her boss called me personally to apologize. We had no idea she was capable of this. We're conducting a full review of her access to company resources. Please let us know if you need any documentation for legal proceedings. Saturday morning, she showed up at Jasper and Margot's apartment building. But Jasper had warned the doorman they played chess together. The doorman, Rick, just stood there while she screamed about being let in. Miss, you're not on the approved list. I need to talk to her. That's nice. You still can't come in. I'll wait then. That's loitering. I'll have to call the police. She left but came back an hour later with her sister, Iris. They tried to sneak in behind another resident. Rick stopped them. Ladies, I've already called the police. They're on their way. They ran, but not before Iris shouted, You're ruining her life. Margot, watching from her window, just sipped her coffee. Nah, she did that herself. Final update. So it's been 2 weeks since everything went down, and I can finally update with the conclusion of this absolute circus. The restraining order hearing was last Monday. Zoe showed up with her parents and sister. I had Margot, her uncle, a lawyer, and surprisingly, Jerome from my work who volunteered to testify about the harassment. Zoe's defense was basically that she was emotionally distressed and temporarily impaired by my sudden betrayal. The judge looked at the evidence, the keyed car, the fake screenshots, the work email sent to 200-plus people, the identity theft, the recorded harassment at multiple locations. Ms. Winters, you used your professional email to send defamatory content to over 200 people. You attempted to fraudulently cancel a lease. You vandalized property. This isn't distress. This is a campaign of harassment. Restraining order granted. 2 years, no contact. She also has to pay for Margot's car repairs and my legal fees. But the real satisfaction came from an unexpected source. Remember Helen, Zoe's mom? She called me Wednesday. Ethan, I wanted you to know we're getting Zoe help. Real help. This isn't the first time she's done something like this. Turns out, Zoe had pulled similar stunts with 2 previous boyfriends. One had to move cities. The other lost his job after she called claiming he was a drug dealer. Her parents had been enabling her, paying people off, making it go away. We're done, Helen said. She's living with us now, but only if she goes to therapy. Intensive therapy. She needs to understand what she's become. I appreciate that, Helen. Also, I sent Margot a congratulations card. She seems lovely. You invite me to that wedding, you hear? Yes, ma'am. The aftermath. Zoe's former company sent a firm-wide email about appropriate use of company resources. Everyone knows why. She's apparently working retail now while living with her parents. Iris tried to start drama on social media, but gave up when literally no one took their side. The fake Facebook account got banned. All my friends have a running joke about being losers. Dominic even got t-shirts made. As for Margot and me, we're taking things slow. We're not rushing to get married. The proposal was real, but we both agree we want to do this right. We've started couples counseling just to make sure we're building something healthy. Last night, we had dinner with all the losers. Trevor played guitar, Jasper brought comics for everyone. Dominic's mom made her famous lasagna. Luna brought her new puppy. Jerome and his wife stopped by with dessert. Sitting there, watching Margot laugh at Trevor's terrible jokes, helping Dominic's mom serve dinner, discussing wedding plans with Luna, I realized something. Zoe was right about one thing. I didn't have to choose. I chose family, just not the one she expected. Oh, and Jasper? He's going to be my best man. He's already planning the bachelor party. It's going to be a weekend-long D&D campaign at a cabin. Zoe would have hated it. It's perfect. Edit, since everyone's asking. Yes, Margot and I are still together. Wedding is planned for next fall. Small ceremony, just close friends and family. Helen's invited. Zoe is not, obviously. Edit 2. The losers have fully embraced the title. We have a group chat called Losers Anonymous, and Dominic's mom is our honorary president. She sends us motivational memes every morning. Edit 3. For those asking why I didn't see the red flags sooner, I did. I just ignored them. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Lesson learned. Final thought. Sometimes the trash takes itself out. You just have to be smart enough not to bring it back in.